Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only feet, hands. It's only feet, hands.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Only Fians with me, Karen Elizabeth Fian, and our guest today. He's got a special. It's probably out because we're recording this, and I know when things are happening. It's probably out right now.
July 17th.
July 17th. If it's that time, it's out. Go check it out. It's called JP McDade in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I nailed it.
Woo. Thank you.
Shot it at the Bell House, a beautiful venue.
That's right. And we're done.
Thank you. Get out.
That's the pod.
That's the only reason he's here.
Yeah.
People just use me to push their shit.
If we could make the whole episode plugs, that would be great.
Just
That's all I
graphics,
wanna do.
plugs, tour dates,
Just links,
tour dates.
plugs.
Links, plugs, like and subscribe.
No banter whatsoever.
No, nothing
No,
good.
just
No gems.
pure commerce.
You
That's
are
all it is.
Connecticut business, JP.
That's right.
We are both of New England descent.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't know. We rule the summer though, man.
We do summer right. We do summer right because
Yes.
it's got beaches and lakes.
Yeah.
Decent beaches, quality lakes.
In Connecticut.
New England in general.
New England, okay.
Connecticut does not have good beaches.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Not
think.
really
Like,
any.
what about Mystic?
It's all rocks.
It's all rocks.
The tall ships. Who gives a fuck? Who wants to go see a tall? They got boats with motors in them now. You don't
Yeah.
need to see
See, I'm a Cape Cod girl, so I like the beaches there. I was just on Nantucket.
good beaches.
Yeah.
Oh, Nantucket.
I got recognized on the public bus in Nantucket.
Did you really?
Shout out to that kid. He told his dad, it was a younger kid, which makes me feel good. But I was with my mother, and this older guy comes up to me and my mom, and he's like, "Is your name Karen?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, the mom came up to you on his behalf?
No, the dad did.
Oh, okay. Well,
But yes, on his behalf.
yeah, he was too shy.
Yeah, I think he got off a stop before and started texting his dad. He's
see.
like, "That girl behind you, da 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 da." The one who's like dressing like younger than
He's
she
like,
should.
there's no way my dad's going to approach her. I'll just tell him.
He did.
He's not going to embarrass me like that. if
He
I
got a
approach
selfie
her.
and everything.
Oh, my God. Dad of the year.
He's like, "Let's do this for my son." Yeah,
No fucking way.
my mom was over the moon too. She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I'm so happy that happened. I'm going to tell your father. That was great." She got
recognized on Nantucket
On
of
the
all
bus.
places. She's a Kennedy. That's
Oh.
kind of sick to get recognized on an island.
I think
Just
it
being
is.
such a small landmass.
Yes.
It's like, I got people here.
Right.
That's what's up.
I thought it was pretty cool. Have you been to Nantucket?
I've not been to Nantucket. I've been to the Cape once.
The Cape only once.
They ran me out of there.
Why?
I don't belong on the Cape.
You're so Cape.
I'm
You
not-
fucking golf. I'm surprised you
True.
don't have a polo shirt on right now.
True. Yeah. No, I contain multitudes, I
Yeah.
suppose. But
Yeah.
no, I come from, so like I am raised in New England, but my origins are Long Island and like
Oh.
Brooklyn trash.
Okay.
So like we're not sending our best folk. Like the New England is infiltrated by people like me
Yeah.
who
The Jersey
Dilute the
license
stock.
plates and like the New York license plate. My dad will just lay on his horn. The
Yeah.
people will be driving fine.
but Massachusetts, they do live up to the stereotype of worst. Absolutely the worst drivers, hands down.
Really?
Unequivocally.
My sister's terrible.
Yeah,
my
mine too,
dad's
'cause she's
pretty
a
bad.
woman.
True, yeah. That is. I don't drive anymore, you guys. We're not supposed to.
You're safe.
My sister's terrible. My dad's like road rage.
Nice.
My dad yells out his window.
Respect.
He calls everybody Margaret. Male, female, doesn't matter their age. He's like, "Fucking give me more than Margaret."
That's like the methadone when you were using gay slurs before. Like you switch over to
Yes.
Margaret for like to be a little bit more accepting. He's like, Denise, I'm not going to say it anymore, but you got to let me say Margaret. I'm going to call people Margaret.
You know what I mean when I say it.
When they bang a left right in front of you at the intersection.
He yells at people if they eat ice cream too early. He yelled out our
That's
window.
just concern for their health.
I mean, my father's obese.
Like too early in the day or too early in the year.
In the day.
Yeah.
But he probably would say something if it was like the dead of winter.
Put down the cone, you fat fuck.
He yelled at a full family. He rolled down the window. I was like, "Too early for ice cream." And we're like, I was in college. I was in the backseat with my friends. I was
love
like,
that.
I don't know why he's like this.
Where is this that he's doing this?
So he bartends on the ferry that goes from Hyannis to Nantucket.
Incredible.
Yeah, say hi to my dad.
I got to meet this guy. This
You'd
guy
love
is a
him.
real New England archetype who I appreciate.
Yeah, he's like from Dorchester, so
Yeah,
like
fuck.
he's like moved up.
Yeah.
He's really like grew up in a triple decker.
Dorchester boy done good.
Fucking yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, Carrie, we used to get baseball bats and look for the Boston Strangler. I was like, okay, Dad. Did you find him? Nah, we
I
usually
love-
just got drunk.
Baseball bat era dad. I kind of have
Yes.
a baseball bat dad myself.
Do you?
From Brooklyn. I'll always remember the one time I was riding back from Poughkeepsie with Colin Quinn.
Okay.
And like as we were approaching,
Name dropper, JP.
somebody features. Somebody's got a solid 25 minutes.
Let's do it.
But I was riding back with Colin,
Yeah.
and we were approaching the city, and we were driving through Co-op City, and he pointed at the building. He's like, "Over there, that's where the Psycho Skulls they took over. They took over the complex there, and all the fathers they went down with the bats.
Yes.
They got the bats, and they chat." I was like, "That's the most
Totally.
perfect Colin Quinn anecdote I could have possibly hoped for."
My dad was baseball bat dad on Halloween specifically.
One candy bar, one. The sign he'd jump out of a bush with a bat.
Yes, my
Fucking
dad.
Easton metal bat with a worn out grip.
Totally. He's like coached my softball team too, and I wasn't good. I was never meant to be an athlete. I was okay, but like my journey was somewhere else. But I was a pitcher, and he would make me fucking practice in the front lawn all the time, practice hitting. I always had new bats and new gloves for my dad. One time I watched him chase these kids into the woods, but this is when he was picking me up from ballet, and I don't know what they did, but they must have said something to me. I had a leotard on, and like, I don't know, I was probably like 10 years old, and these kids they're like 14. I don't know what they said. I still have to this day, I have no idea what they said. They said something, and my dad,
He remembers.
he does, full suit, like tie and jacket, and I just see him running. The tie is like flapping, and he just like goes after them. He comes back in the house like half hour later. He's like kind of scratched up, really sweaty. He's like, they won't bother you anymore. And I was like, they didn't bother me. Like,
Incredible. There was a physical altercation.
oh yeah.
That rocks.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
That's
Yeah.
so sick.
And what are you gonna do? Say, Mr. Fian fucking beat me up?
It's like Boston law. It's like, how many of you were there?
Yeah.
All right, he was within his rights to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I was playing in my backyard when I was like 8 years old, and I was hitting golf balls. And I thought the universe ended on the other side of the fence in our backyard. This is when we lived in Long Island. And I was hitting balls over the fence into the trees, and apparently I almost hit a neighbor back there's truck. And the guy obviously thought it was an adult doing it. He didn't think it was a little kid. He's like, "Hey, buddy, you almost hit my truck. Next one comes over here. I'm coming over there with a shotgun."
Jesus.
And my dad goes, "JP, get in the house."
Yeah.
And he walks up to the fence. My dad's like 6'6", and just like looks right over the
huge.
fence. I don't know what he said, but it was the same thing. It was like, tensions have been eased. Relations have normalized with the backyard's neighbor.
Yeah. My dad was always fucking doing shit. Like, if anybody picked on us, he's like, what's their name? What does their father do?
I hope we have that in coming generations of dads who will flip
We're
out.
not. You guys are all fucking betas.
It's too
No
many
offense.
threats of getting caught and posted online.
Yeah, that's true.
And you get caught taking an L in a fight online, that's your whole life.
Your life's over.
Like, what are you going to do?
But I also feel like that like tough guy dad, I don't know if he still exists. Maybe
Yeah, the archetype is disappearing.
maybe in middle America, maybe in the South.
Sure.
But like on the coast, man, it's like, I don't know. I heard some parenting go on the other day where something happened, and I heard the dad go, "Just ignore her. She's working through her feelings." I was like, did a man just say that?
The dad said about the raging kid.
Yeah.
He's working through it. Like,
Yeah.
maybe help her work through the feelings, you know? Maybe a little assist here
Yeah.
would be useful.
Like, I don't know, kids in public, like in church, at restaurants, my mom would, like, if you did anything, it couldn't even be that bad. Like, you wouldn't be swearing, just anything out of line slightly, you're getting pinched underneath your thigh in a way that won't leave a mark, but it hurts so fucking much.
You ever get a poke on the hand with the fork?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick, subtle one
Yeah.
of those.
My dad
No.
was a big dope slapper.
I was more got the forehead.
You
like
got
the
the
heel of the
forehead.
hand to the forehead.
Yeah,
just
we
like
got
a
those
quick
too,
pop.
actually.
Yeah.
Both, I feel like all my fucking lobes are fucking fucked up.
We did not develop correctly. now there are things wrong.
I definitely got fucking. But I deserved when I got
There's
hit.
got to be a nice balance, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm seeing it myself where like people are negotiating with their kids
They're terrorists.
very weakly.
Yes.
The kids are still getting everything they want
I know.
after, still getting ice cream after they were explicitly told
the
no ice cream.
screen time explicitly told no ice cream.
Yeah.
But yeah, the iPad thing. It's just like I don't blame them. Like it's like a pacifier. It's like
If there's a thing that will immediately stop your child from crying, it's a fucking hard thing to tell a parent not to use it.
right.
It's like, hey, don't use the parachute when you're falling out of the plane.
Right. It's like
Just
just
aim
give
for
it
the
to him.
water.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. They need to be outside and they need to be working out more because China is dominating.
Yep.
I saw this video. Who posted? I think it was Giulio Gallerati put it in his story. I don't know what these Chinese men are doing, but they're just like army crawling behind each other.
I saw that.
Did
Yeah.
you? What is that?
They're like crawling uphill. They're like
Yes.
human centipeding.
They're human centipeding like recreationally. It doesn't
Yeah.
even seem like it's part of an organization.
It's so they can slide under our, the garage door sensors.
Yes!
They're trying to get under those and into our homes. That's what they're doing.
They're gonna fucking kill us.
They've done their homework on
We are
us.
gonna get our asses kicked in war so hard.
They're gonna crawl. They're gonna steal our catalytic converters from underneath our Chevy Tahoes, and they're gonna expand their wealth even more.
I know. They're watching this. They're in that Furbo for sure.
Yeah, they're using AI to read the transcripts of this podcast and like, I'm not gonna do the voice, but oh, the lanky one has a good idea about the catalytics. We should start doing that.
Get in there. Put a stop to him.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a legitimate concern that they're looking through our security cameras.
I totally believe that.
I worked in a stupid job, the sales job, the selling like two security system installers, like the last 2 years basically. I just
Yeah.
quit recently, but they there's this one company that you can't install in government buildings because there's like security issues with like their servers. They think like it is a possibility that they're like China is looking at American like security cam data.
It's like
all over the country.
they're aliens and we're the Earth. Like, do you know what I mean? That's how we're like they're farming us. I like.
You heard it here first. They're aliens. They're looking at us through telescopes.
I don't know. I
We're
like
good.
I like that this is about they do this in Korea, I think. I forget which Korea, but they fat shame without any like
I think that's kind of all over Asia.
Is it?
They'll straight up tell you like you're fat.
that's good. They have these polls like if you want to attend like a public zoo or like a park or whatever, if you can't fit through these polls.
Do not be fatter than the hippopotamus. You
Are
can't
you bigger than this animal?
come see it.
Go eat less. I don't know.
They should want fat people in zoos to see how the monkeys like exercise and like swing around. It might inspire them to like
You
lose
think
weight.
so?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't want to steal Louis C.K.'s bit, but like they had to weigh the fat lady at the
Oh,
zoo.
yeah.
There's a lot of overlap between fat people and zoos.
There it is. They're the polls. They make them walk through there. They're
Oh,
like, if you were
wow.
this fat,
That's a tight squeeze.
yeah, I could
I
do
might
it.
have a hard time.
No, you're fine.
I'd have to
you
cartwheel
kidding?
or something.
Well, you're also taller than like every
Yeah.
Asian person I've ever met. So
Dude, I'd be a celebrity in China
100%.
instantly.
You would. That's like
Yeah.
like in Lost in Translation, or yeah, they always say that you could just make them think you're a doctor too.
Yeah.
They'll just believe you.
I think that was a thing, or it might still be in China, where like companies they just
you
hire a white
hired-
boy.
Yeah,
Yeah. If the special flops.
I was gonna say, I was like, this isn't good.
If
You
comedy
also
doesn't work out.
you had a good time at the roast, huh?
I did. It was a good time.
I saw pictures of you. You had a lot of fun. Who
Yeah.
were you writing for?
I did a little writing for old Nikki Glazer.
That's what I thought. I thought I smelled some JP McDade on
Yeah,
those
there you
fucking
go.
jokes.
I'm taking credit for all her
You
jokes, baby. All of them.
I mean, I'll be honest. I heard that Gronk one and I felt very JP. But
I think that might have been Mike Lawrence.
oh, that was a
But
fucking good
I mean,
one.
Nikki, I think she wrote most of her own stuff, but it was fucking cool. Like, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be out there for the Netflix festival, and she's like, I'll hook you up with some tickets. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And then, I tried to break into the after party and sniff Tom Brady. I was lightly tased and asked to leave.
Shut
but
up.
No, it was-
They let you in.
I didn't go.
You didn't?
Still, they're like, no writers.
Really? Shut up.
Writers strictly forbidden.
I was across the street while you were there at the Comedy Store
Nice.
with Bobby Lee
Oh, hell yeah.
and Whitney Cummings and Joe List and Mark Norman, I guess. But
Love
you
the
know,
store.
Yeah.
Was that Tuesdays?
Tuesdays.
West Coast Tuesdays.
That was a big fun time.
We love to see it.
It was great.
Store's cool.
It is cool.
It feels haunted.
Yeah.
It's got like a weird, and it's got like that weird hierarchy system, which like from the outside I kind of like.
Yeah.
You know, like you're a door guy, and then you're a paid regular. You know,
Right.
who's gonna get their name on the wall? It's all like a reality show.
It is.
Kind of like it. I mean, the city's overrun with violent bums, but
Joel is so afraid to go anywhere.
Jesus Christ. Can't even get out of the car.
He's terrified. And like Sarah
Walking
and
around
I,
Karen's dad with a baseball bat, following me around to keep me safe from the bums.
there was a guy who looked like Ja Rule, but like crackhead Ja Rule, and he just like was.
What would I be without my crack pipe?
He was crazy in the Starbucks, and Joe was just absolutely terrified. And like me and Sarah were like, I don't know, I feel like we could take him. We could take crackhead Ja Rule.
You were making plans. Joe was like, "Where's the exit?
gotta get out of here."
Where's the vents? I'm gonna crawl out of here.
It's like,
Crawl out like one of those Chinese guys."
how long were you there for that whole week?
Yeah,
Did
pretty
you?
much like
Yeah.
8 days or so.
Oh,
it was
wow.
a good time. Did that. Did the Bert and Tom 5K. Did a couple other shows.
How'd that go?
It was a good time.
How was your time
Came in
compared?
at like 25 something.
Fuck
Did
yeah.
okay. My girlfriend runs a lot, so she was like slowing down for me. But
oh, that's sweet.
we got it done. It was good. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the homeless fellas. And I'm on their side.
The unhoused?
I say don't kill them.
You
That's where
are.
I
What an
come down.
advocate. What an ally.
When was the last time you took the subway?
3 years, 4
yeah,
years.
you don't really take the subway
No.
anymore. There was a hot second, I think it kind of passed, where there was like once a month I'd see a guy flipping out on the subway
In New York.
in New York.
Yeah.
And it was just a brief, beautiful little renaissance of the hobos flipping out on the subway. And now it doesn't really happen anymore.
No.
Kind of feels like they were testing us for something.
Oh.
I don't know. Not the hobos, I mean the city.
No, I know. I can't do it. I can't do the urine stench.
Urine is present.
It's like if I have to go back, it's going to be really hard for me to start taking the subway again.
It's a tough return. That's why I think some like super successful people just do it from time
Like
to time.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Just
I
hop on.
should. I think about it.
If you're getting recognized on Nantucket buses, you're missing out on a lot of fans in the subway.
Maybe I know crackhead Ja Rule might follow me here.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
It's like, Dad, I told you not to take the train.
Yeah.
Nicole, you take
Yeah,
Uber. Is
that
that Chris
guy.
Noth? Oh, yeah.
Big was on the
Mr.
sub.
Big, yeah. Look at, he's so mad. You got.
He knows he's being photographed.
Yeah, some of these situations, I'm like, it must have been raining. They couldn't get an Uber.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't really their choice.
Sometimes it's the fastest way.
I guess it is. No, it is. I should take it when I go to the Upper West Side. I should probably take it to the stand. You know.
That's the thing I liked about LA is like just I was only there for a week. I've only ever been there for a week at a time, but just
Yeah.
like getting in a car as your little pod of privacy that you move around the city in.
Yeah.
And nobody bothers you. But that has serious drawbacks. I probably hate it if I stayed there for an extended period of time.
I wonder how. Like, I feel like I would become disconnected if I lived in LA.
I would have no friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
It'd be tough.
Because I mean, here in New York, it's like the bumping is like inevitable.
I run
Like,
into people all the time.
yep.
It's cool.
Yep.
But never do that. You just have to be in like this drive-through at Starbucks or something.
Right. That's why, I mean, then like I wasn't, I guess I was bumping into people in LA, but it was only because I was at the big events.
Right.
I was seeing people there.
Everyone was there.
Everybody was there. It was fun.
Had a good time at the roast. Saw Voss and Bonnie on the way in.
Nice.
I think they did a little writing as well.
Oh, yeah. I saw them the night before I left. I
Yeah.
think I was only there for like 5 days. I
Yeah.
stayed one extra day so I could go to the Tires premiere.
Nice. That show is so good.
It's good, right?
Karen Fian carries the series. if
Let's
you ask
go.
me.
You heard it from JP
The
McDade.
motherfucking Emmy winner, Karen.
JP McDade in
fucking
Brooklyn,
Fian.
July 17th.
Let's go. Plugs
Plug,
only.
Plug.
Cut out everything that's not a plug from this podcast.
My dad, so I told you he bartends on the ferry. He thinks he's single-handedly helping my career.
Yeah.
So he's
spreading the good word.
dude, it's insane. He texts
One
me.
bar fly to the next.
Does your dad text you?
Sometimes, yeah. No, he texts me every sports update that happens.
Okay, even though you probably knew it.
I'm
already.
watching the game. He's texting me updates of the game we're both
Yeah,
watching.
I like it.
Yeah.
But does he write your name with a colon after it?
No, that's incredible though.
Somehow, I don't know if he's doing voice to text. I don't know how this happens, but every text, Karen. Who else?
Like it's script formatting.
Yeah, and my name's in blue too for some reason. I don't know what he's doing.
He's tagging you in the text.
He's like, Karen was talking to some people on the boat. He calls the ferry the boat. He calls this commercial ferry the boat.
Oh yeah,
as if it's a yacht. He's like, was talking to some
it's
people
his
on the
personal
boat.
pleasure craft.
He goes, Mabel, that's not food. Go lie down. Go to your spot. You've been good for what? 10 minutes? Jesus Christ. You are considered a street dog.
You are the star of the show.
You are a mutt.
But you must exit the stage.
Go. You want to go in my
I
room?
love you so much.
Now she's going to
But
come,
you gotta-
JP.
Oh, am I
Look
encouraging
at
her?
Of course. Look at her. Oh, wow. She would do anything for you.
Yeah, dudes
She's like,
rock,
he's
don't
so
they?
tall. Yeah, you look at you, fucking slut. Look at her. Close your mouth. You're humiliating me. No, he doesn't.
Oh yeah. The JP and Mabel podcast.
Joe List
That's
is afraid
all.
of her. Isn't she the
Oh
sweetest?
Jesus Christ!
It's a good Joe
The
List.
dog's homeless. Oh Jesus, my sister's tits, my father's dick.
One time. All right, Mabel, lie down. Enough.
Sorry, bub.
You're good. Come on.
Okay,
She's fine.
she can hang like that.
All right. If
cool.
if you're good,
I'm good.
she's good. She barked and Joe List went like this.
He wily coyoted. He put his fingers in
He
his ear.
barked
Like,
one time. She barked one time.
she does have some bark on her, I will say.
It is kind of scary.
She's a good guard dog.
I like that though. Yeah, she sleeps by the door. She's not like a. There's all these. All right, you're done. You're done because you're not behaving. Go lie down in your spot. Oh. My hips hurt from my deadlifts. Come on. Here. Ready?
Mabel, you're gonna get
Do you wanna-
deadlifted.
Do you want to go in my room? You want to go in your spot or you want to go in my room? Get down. They do have the IQ of 2-year-olds.
I feel like
Stay over there.
that's pretty good. They're as stubborn as that means they're just bad people.
Yeah, and sometimes
2-year-olds are bad people.
yeah, and sometimes it just takes a few times of telling them what you want them to do for them to do it.
Like 2-year-olds, you just gotta hit them.
Looking back,
Just give him a good pop on the head, kid. So wait, what is your dad doing on
So-
on the yacht?
So he'll love that you called it that. He'll text me, Karen was talking to people on the boat. They want to know how they can email Netflix to make sure that you're on the next season.
What's the fax number for Netflix? They want to make your show #1 in the ratings.
My dad, he cracks. I love him. He was like, they looked you up, they Googled you, they looked you on, they looked your Instagram, and they were like, Nikki Glazer follows her? And I was like, yeah, Nikki Glazer. And then I don't know, I was like, yeah, Nikki's like following like Taylor Swift around. And my dad goes, Taylor Swift, Karen, you're bigger than her.
She's no Neil Diamond, all right? Just Boston people loving any Boston person more.
He plays Sweet Caroline like every other. He'll clear out a line though. If there's a line for like the bar or whatever,
Yeah.
he fucking moves. He
He
does it all.
operates. He's got the that opener that's like the piece of metal where it's like
Yes,
just
he's
ripping 'em.
all over. He's like yelling at people to do shit.
Does he open cans of beer like this with like the fingers over, like the two middle fingers
Yeah.
pull it up,
Yep.
the 70s dad style? Yeah,
Yes.
that rocks.
Because he's like, he was a salesman like growing up. He used
Yeah.
to work for like a college textbook company.
Yeah.
So he would like drive to Maine and back like in the same day. And like he just worked wicked hard. And then when that job ended, he was just bartending a lot. He would bartend at the Tweeter Center. Did you ever go to the Tweeter Center?
Tweeter Center.
It was
Tweeter
something
Center.
before it was the Tweeter Center. It's like the big concert venue in
Oh,
Mass.
in Mass. I'm thinking
think it-
Hartford, the one that always changed names in Hartford. It used to be the Dodge.
oh,
It's like
yeah.
where you
it's-
see Dave Matthews every
right.
year.
This is like that exact same thing. just-
Amphitheater, yeah.
Exactly. Different state. But he'd be there and like I would go with my friends to concerts. He's like, I would hardly ever be able to drink because
Yeah.
he would be fucking spying.
Watching like a hawk,
Always.
breaking up fights.
Good guy.
A boat is where men are really, we're really at our peak.
Yeah.
I was just on a vacation on a lake, and like I was at I was at this guy's house who has a boat on the lake, and just like when dudes are around a boat, it's like when dudes are around a grill taken to
Yes.
the 100th level.
You love it.
It's like
you
you do
suddenly
little
know
tasks.
everything about boats.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tie a clove hitch on that cleat over there,
Means
and
nothing.
just like just saying nonsense
That's
sailing
like
terms.
my aunt's husband. We call him Uncle Steve, even though she had another husband before him.
Sure.
He's not my real uncle.
Love
but-
a complex uncle.
He's grandfathered in. But yeah, they had a boat in Florida. And yeah, I would walk on it and he would just start telling me, this is there, this, I got to do this. And you don't even know what's going on with the engine. I'm like, I don't need to, right?
Karen, run the bilge pump, will you? Fucking
Like,
giving orders.
What does that mean? Yeah, boats are the shit. My
Yeah.
brother has a boat, but they have like a smaller boat. But
I
still
totally
cool.
get into it too. I'm sitting in the front of the
I
boat
bet
while
you
and I'm
are.
like pointing out hazards. I'm like, avoid that guy. Starboard. There's a dude starboard. He's tacking around. 345 degrees.
Do you fish?
No, I don't. I've been fishing a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I'll catch a little fucker off the dock. One
Okay.
of those guys, but I'm not a fisherman.
Yeah, I
By any
I
stretch.
rarely fish, but yeah, the one time I caught a fish, my dad drop kicked it back into the ocean, and he was like, it was like we were setting it free or whatever. But
It
then, like,
just split in half.
yeah,
It's fucking dead.
10 minutes later, it's floating.
Just broke all of its fish ribs and it's just like suffering.
I was like,
to-
why did you punt it back into the ocean? Why couldn't you just let it go?
Yeah, it's catch and release, Karen. You gotta send it back.
I watched a video of a guy that flung his hook back and got his friend in the
Yeah.
neck, and both guys were like relatively calm about
Yeah.
it, and like because I guess there was two. He was like, yeah, it's in really deep.
Because
Yeah,
no one wants to be embarrassed.
no.
The guy who got hit doesn't want to act like a pussy.
Yeah.
And the guy who hit him doesn't want to have a lawsuit on his hands. So
Right.
he's trying to downplay.
He's like, is it bad? He's like, it's bad. It's
Eh,
bad.
You know, it's in the carotid artery,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
just push it through the other end and clip it. That's all you gotta do. It's law of the sea.
Have you had any horrific injuries in your life?
Horrific injuries. I don't know if it's horrific. When I was like 2.5, 3 years old, I don't know if you can see like my right eyebrow is like pretty faint. I have a little scar there because I tripped on a playground and I split my forehead open on
Pretty good.
some stairs.
That's
A
it.
lot of blood.
You got
I
these
remember-
long bones. You never broke any of them.
I might have cracked an ankle, but I never got it checked. Like, I fucked up my ankles a couple of times and just never went to a doctor.
What?
So
What were you doing on your ankle?
my feet might be on backwards now. Once playing like 4 times playing basketball,
Yeah.
and then once just being drunk on a friend's like backyard, and it like started to rain and the grass was wet, and I was like jogging, and I rolled my ankle and I heard it. It was like
Yeah.
a horrific
You
noise.
just walked it off.
I just put some ice on it, went to bed, woke up the next day with like a bag of water around my ankles,
Yeah.
and just basically walked it off. Was in immense pain
Right.
for a long time.
Because Mabel made me roll my ankle probably like a month ago.
Ooh,
It was a-
immediately blaming Mabel.
It was her fault, 100%. She fucking went, "Nyeh," and then I went, But
I love the
had,
thought of you blaming a 2-year-old for the same injury. It's like, yeah, my fucking dumb kid made me sprain an ankle.
It hurt so much. And I was
It hurts.
limping, and there was like the bruising happened, but there's an amazing masseuse at my gym.
Yeah.
And he just like, cause whatever that's called phasia or whatever, that bruising that was setting in, he just like slowly worked it out, and I was fine.
With massage.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But I
didn't know
like
you
the
could do
fact that you walked it off. That's
just
like,
walked it off. Didn't want to bother anybody about it.
yeah.
I think I had health insurance and everything. I'm just
Right.
not going to the doctor.
Well, I don't trust doctors.
Yeah, that's how they get
I only
you.
trust Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah, let's go. And I think
Did
what
you
you did was right.
So wait, I just like somebody. But where does that piece in the Times or whatever? Did you see that he's eating dog?
Yeah, a couple of bad things came out
Couple,
about him.
like,
I
what-
don't know what his deal is.
I love him.
I was kind of on board. I don't know. I think he might have lost me. But,
Why? I don't care. I'm full RFK Jr. ahead, and
He's
I don't care if I
no,
lose
he-
my entire fan base
he said some interesting stuff about like
about Jewish and black people.
that's where he got me. No.
We've
He like said some interesting stuff about like agency capture and things like that, and like big pharma, and no one else is talking about that, and that's interesting. But then he was kind of all in the tank for Israel. I don't know how people
He
feel, but
was?
he is, and is
like he's
pretty
like
much,
go Israel.
yeah, he's like kind of going to the mat. So it kind of makes me rethink the other stuff he says.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah, you
but I am
gotta-
an expert on politics, and I know everything. That's the thing I want to get across.
I just like how healthy he is, and he's good friends with Callie Means.
He's
and like,
pretty ripped.
he's totally ripped.
Callie Means another interesting guy.
I like Callie Means a lot. I like everything he has to say.
Yeah.
I like how he's, had like going after the Food and Drug Administration and Big Pharma.
Sure.
And I don't think we should ever go to the doctors, and we should never take antibiotics.
Yeah, but I mean, in any other election, I'd say we'd explore our options. But right now, Biden is so locked in. I feel like we can't, deviate. I feel like Biden
he
could
catches
easily
rattlesnakes.
He could easily rep out 135 incline bench press reps.
Joseph Elizabeth Biden?
Yeah, 100%.
No, he can't. 135? Does he even weigh 135 anymore?
I put up 380 for 6 reps.
Wait, I'm so
I got
stupid.
a lot of texts when he said he was a 6 handicap in golf. I wasn't watching the debate, but it was like, that's a wild claim for a man in his position.
Maybe he was at one time.
You're out there shooting 78. Get
Look
the
how
fuck
cute
out
he
of here.
was.
He
In
was a
that
hunk.
red shirt? What a cutie.
It's so funny that it's like he clearly lost a step like 4 years ago. And then
Yeah.
they're just like, well, this will probably get better on its own.
Right.
He's just a full on mannequin up there.
Deteriorating
It
before our
rocks.
very eyes. Wait, so I'm so stupid. Is RFK even affiliated with any party, or he's like an independent?
He's an independent.
See, I feel like we're never going to have an independent president.
Well,
Or at least
something extreme would have to happen. but
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're right. And he's talked about potentially, like, I think someone floated the idea, like, if it came down to it, would you take the Democratic nomination? And he said he would.
Okay.
But it's like,
But I feel like he's probably alienated enough Democrats that that's not going to happen.
yeah, I think a lot of the suburban moms are scared of him.
I fucking love him, dude.
Do you think they'll think he's a hunk, though? With his lopsided eyes?
Yeah. I mean,
They'll
the
still vote
problem
for
is
him?
he sounds like he's like chewing rocks.
That is a dumb enough reason for Americans to not vote for somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
It just
Why does he
sounds
talk like
shitty.
that? The polio vaccine or something?
Yeah.
Wait, we have an update.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
This
No.
might change your opinion. I
God.
just looked up how much he's actually benching.
What is it?
Apparently, in that photo or video, it was 115 pounds.
Yeah, but maybe he was for like 30.
Maybe he did a lot of reps.
Maybe he repped it for like 30.
In jeans. I'll always bring up the jeans.
115.
That's funny. That's an article.
He is
RFK's
old
bench
though.
isn't that impressive. Yeah, he's like, what, 70? 65, somewhere in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like you can't like post a flex of you benching if it's 115.
His
Not
body
to bench
looks
shame.
good. I know. Nicole's like a power lifter, so she's
Nice.
a real fucking snob when it comes to this shit.
Got deadlifts, power lifts.
Yeah, so she's like knows all the Olympic lifts.
As soon as you come into this
She's-
apartment, there's a bowl of chalk that you dip your hands in
Everybody
to grip the
get
mic.
ready. I have been asking people on like the first thing I ask them on when I get on stage is what they can bench.
Yeah. Fuck. I think I could probably do 185.
That's good.
I've never benched a lot. I've always been a skinny boy with these long,
Yeah, but
lanky arms. That's my
Skinny,
excuse.
like sometimes it doesn't matter. Like I see, like I bring this up a lot, but Asian guys are like deceptively strong.
oh yeah,
Like they'll come in and
discipline,
yeah.
training.
I saw this guy squatting like 380 or something.
Yeah.
He looked like a tiny little beanpole, and I'm like, what's happening in your body right now?
Throwing on some flat shoes.
Yeah.
You know, squatting some
There's
heavy weight.
My other Asian friend that I see, he's probably 100 years old. I see him out every morning because Mabel and I are out around 6 a.m., 5:45, and he's just out there getting grounded, shoes off.
I love getting grounded. I've fucking bought that hook, line, and sinker.
It's real.
I might buy one of those like mats that you put on your feet on while you work, or like a grounding mat for the bed. I might
that
do it.
sounds great.
Yeah,
I don't even know what those are.
I just like getting in the mud. Yeah, you plug it into like the ground thing in an outlet,
Okay.
like the lower thing, and it just like connects you to the earth.
I like
So
that.
Yeah, you just plug your mattress into the earth.
Fuck yeah.
We'll
Yeah, I
see.
was getting grounded on the Cape this weekend.
Nice.
I ran to the beach. I hate running. I've just like recently started.
Yeah, me too.
Sucks.
I don't like running for distance at all.
No, I mean, here's my thing. I hate it for like the first 3-5 minutes.
Yeah,
And then I'm okay.
yeah. Then you hit your stride.
I
and
hit
it's
my
fine.
stride. It's okay. I start like hawking up some loogies, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck was in my fucking nose. And I got like a good song going and
Yeah.
I'm good.
Because your body like panics a little bit when you first. Oh fuck, we're running.
Yes.
Running makes us tired. Time
Yeah.
to feel tired. And it's like you don't. You fucking dumb brain. Just go. Just keep going.
I've told this story already, but I joined like a little run club.
Yeah.
Saturdays are kind of my psychotic exercise day. We meet and we run 3 miles, and then we take 2 classes. We take alpha strength.
2 classes after a 3-mile run. No,
Yeah.
you're trying to fit an entire week's worth of working out into one day.
I mean, yeah, but I work out every other day too.
That's crazy.
But it is kind of crazy. But I'm the weakest link in this run club
Yeah.
by far. Well, when Brian doesn't show up.
I need you, Brian. Brian, you're my rock.
I was like, where's Brian? I think he's not here now. I was like, fuck.
I need to be the penultimate runner. But I'm like that. Like my girlfriend will take me to CrossFit sometimes. And
Really?
I've never done. I've done CrossFit like only 3 times now that I've done it. I'm
Dude,
always
your girlfriend
like,
sounds like a badass.
yeah,
dude.
she's intense. She works out a lot, and like I'll be fucking dying. I'm like the one guy with hands on knees in between, just fully cheating.
That's love, though. I always say that, like, dating somebody who's, like, physically, like, inclined to do all that shit, they're invaluable. Hold on to
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
She will have
I
a
need
positive
that.
effect on your life forever.
I could just sit. On
I've
the
been alone
fucking
for a
couch.
while.
Cherish her. I'm trying to find an Asian strongman who will protect me when the Chinese invade. I look out the window for him every day.
They'll help, right?
Yeah. You got to get in good with the Asians.
So I'm the worst in the run club, and I did, like, fall behind. And we, like, got to, like, towards the end of the run, and I had, like, walked a little bit, and some construction guy screamed at me. He was like, don't be a wuss. I was like, all right.
The constructive cat call.
Yes.
It's
like,
like it's
"Alright."
more bullying than catcalling.
I know. I kind of want to, like, return the favor, fucking yell at
So
him.
what they told us we can't say anything nice to ladies anymore. So now we got to tell them they suck. At running.
running.
They have to neg you.
You stink at running. I did, though. So you sporadically work out with her when she, like,
I'll
tricks
sporadically
you?
do CrossFit and we'll run a good amount, and then I'm trying to like I'll go down to like the park with like the bars for like body weight stuff
Like
and like
calisthenic type
yeah, I'll
stuff,
try to like do the pull ups and stuff with the little
Yeah.
buff boys, the little
That's
like
fun.
the fitness twinks who are
Yes,
like they all
yes.
have like they all have content that they're trying to make.
Yeah.
I'm just in there doing my like 3 pull ups and they're just like 0.2% body fat gay guys just ripping out
They fucking
muscle ups.
They love it.
And like, yeah, and then like intense dudes in like work gloves.
Okay.
Those guys rock.
Wow, what a variety.
Doing like a million dips,
Yep.
all the way down dips. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, really hardcore with Timberlands on.
I love the different workout personalities.
Yeah.
I was in Key West and this guy was like fully the mayor of this fucking gym. Because one time I went, the hotel I stayed at didn't have a gym, so I had to
Yeah.
go to like Key West Fitness. And he was there every
Oxymoron.
single yeah, exactly. They're all fucking bloated, drunk losers. But this guy, and I'm talking like spaghetti strap tank top, like
Yeah.
barely over his nipples.
Oh, they got the gays down there too in Key West,
I
right?
mean,
So-
maybe he was gay. He was definitely
Yeah.
flamboyant. Like,
Sure.
I mean, I'm still not sure, but like the guy never did leg day. Like,
Oh, so he might have been just an 80s style
I
guy
think so.
who was like Gold's Gym, lift
Yep.
a lot of weight, work the arms,
Wants
never do anything
all
else.
arms, all
Yeah.
chest, huge arms, huge chest,
Big
little,
up top.
huge up top, super tan.
RFK looking ass.
When he had like
Drunkards.
he had like a bandana on, and
Yeah.
like you could tell he wants to like shoot the shit with everyone. He like, and I have like headphones on. I'm like,
What are
do
your
not
goals?
bother me. Yeah.
Going like this to you.
Yes.
To pull the what are your goals?
I was just like, get away from me, bro. Do not bother me.
I used to work out with Lou Ferrigno.
yeah. I know the Hulk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just bloated drunks who are like hammered and then somehow wake up in the morning and lift.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, Key West is rough for fitness. It's
Yeah.
not built into the culture, really.
One of the first places I saw a comedian, and I'm using scare quotes because like the guy, he was a guitar act in a bar in like the middle, in like the very drunk, crowded bar.
Yeah.
And it's generous calling it comedy,
Right.
but it was more like sexual harassment.
Okay.
I
By
mean,
him to the crowd?
to the
or-
crowd.
yeah.
He'd like show us. He'd have a spotlight that
Okay.
he'd point on people. And
Oh,
he'd-
wow.
And he'd like point it on a girl and be like, "If you are what you eat, I could be you by tomorrow morning." And just like play a
Whoa.
song. I think he pulled his balls out at one point.
Oh, my
and
God.
was
It's just Louis J. Gomez with a guitar.
like, "We're straight away again in Margaritaville." Just using dropping slurs.
Oh man,
I'll do
yeah.
it.
I love the different gym. Yeah, so my favorite teacher, Ron Christopher, who I bring up all the time, I started calling him Ron Elizabeth Christopher Street.
Shout out RC, the queen
He
of
has
the
a
gym.
gaggle of gays that like
Nice.
follows him, like, and they don't like me. Like, I try to have fun. I have a bit of a personality. Like, I've loosened up. I'm like feel like I'm a regular in his classes.
Oh, it's
so-
a class. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like pretty comfortable. But when it's like gay day, it's like sit in the back.
Bring your A
fan.
game.
They're naughty. They're strong as fuck too.
It's like that Dallas Cowboys cheerleader reality
The
show.
fucking documentary, dude. These women
Yeah.
deserve less than $35 a game. They are they are so fucking stupid.
I love that take.
I hate
That's
them.
incredible.
Do you like them?
I think they should be paid more. I don't think, but I love that you're immediately like, yeah, fuck them.
Well, one of them's like, oh, yeah, I'm a nurse all day, and then I come here and like cheer at night.
One's like an orthodontist.
Right, I'm like,
yeah.
well, fuck, that kid's braces are probably on backwards. You fucking probably can't put an IV in the same,
But
like,
that's how I picture you in the class with the gays, where they're like, your kicks aren't high enough, honey. Like, we have a standard here.
are you, I think I'm like 1 or 2 episodes in.
Same.
Yeah. So the Married to Jesus girl,
Yeah.
who's adorable. She's
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. But she's like, I don't want them to see me. I want them
see
to
the
see
Lord.
Jesus.
To
And
see
then
the Lord
she
through
gets up
me.
there and she's like, like doing like the sluttiest dances. I'm like,
ripping
Jesus
it.
didn't have a clit, you fucking whore.
Hey, Jesus hung
Maybe-
out with
maybe.
the prostitutes. all
Mary
right?
Magdalene
So maybe,
for life.
maybe he's supportive.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, pay the gals, I say.
Yeah,
Don't listen to
whatever.
Karen. Pay the gals. Because the way I think of it is like they do a show. They do a 3-hour show every week, and they get paid like what, $200? If you try to pay me $200 for 3 hours of comedy, I'd punch you in the face.
JP, you
It
really
takes less.
what are they doing though? They're just kicking.
They're artists.
That's like barely dancing.
They are elite level dancers.
They're allowed 2 black women a season.
I mean, they were cutting black women left, right, and center. those old broads were like, "There's just something about her that she doesn't pop."
Right. I can't put my finger on it. What is it about her I do not like? You fucking racist
Who does
bitches.
she remind me of?
Oh man. Yeah, those old bitches, dude. They're
Those girls
fucking
who like
mean.
live through integration.
Yeah.
And they're still not over it. There is a picture of the Dallas Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, when he was a kid, when they were trying to integrate the school he was going
And
to.
he was yelling.
And he's like,
Yeah.
like roaring
I
at
remember
it.
seeing that. Yeah.
It's
he's
awesome.
so racist. Look at him.
Nicole's Johnny on the
Crazy.
spot with
She's
the pig.
really
Yeah.
fucking good, dude.
He's in there scowling.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just this
He's probably
doc-
just like, I was there to make sure that they didn't hit the black folks. I like them just fine.
Is that what he said?
I'm sure he came up with some
tried to
bullshit
spin
excuse
it.
like that.
What's the PR team saying?
Put the spin zone in there. I was
Yeah.
just there to keep the peace. A curious kid. Yeah, he said he was just
Curious
investigating.
kid.
That's like all the people who were at January 6th who were like, I was just a journalist.
Just wondering.
I was
Just I don't know who put this fur hat on me. I don't know.
That spear was for reporting.
It was actually a really big calligraphy pen. I was trying to. It was a
Because
symbol.
my buddy had a great big constitution, but we
Yeah.
got separated in the crowd.
It's
it
a
made
long
sense as
story.
a
You don't
group
get it.
costume,
It's a couple costume. It doesn't
but
make
not
sense.
in a gay way. It was a hetero couple's costume.
Yeah, I don't know why these women annoy me in this documentary so much.
Yeah, they're so mean.
I
It's
feel
amazing.
like I just have different priorities than these adult women.
Yeah.
There's so much weight placed on making this team, and it's like just such a huge part of their identities, like forever.
It's a wild thing to make your entire life as like a 65-year-old woman, like
Yeah.
being really into cheerleading,
Yeah.
evaluating girls.
Right, and so much of it is just pure aesthetics. Also, yeah, the judges, like one of them is maybe a choreographer, but then he's like, I work in a hair salon.
There's a meteorologist. There's a guy who just owns a shoe store or something. It's like all
Swear
these
to
guys
God.
get input.
Why do they, what do they know about performance?
That's some real, I mean, girl boss feminist have a point type thing. Where it's like these guys have no business. There's a guy with the wooden bow tie
Right.
who's in there making calls.
I don't know. I think I liked her better last season. This year, she is just not bringing it. She is not bringing it.
We're gonna have to cut some veterans.
Oh, brutal when they have to cut the veteran.
And I think they drag out. Have you ever watched Hard Knocks?
Yes.
So like when they cut guys in training camp, they bring the guy in. They're barely through the door of the office before
they
they
tell
say,
him-
"We're going to let you go.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Yeah.
No hard feelings. We'll recommend you."
You're right.
The way they cut these girls from the
They
cheerleading
want the
squad.
tears.
Oh, they drag it out.
Yeah.
They're like,
They want the tears for the cameras.
Oh.
Women are like, they really have a flair for the dramatic.
yeah, women are awful.
They're fucking wretched, dude. Man, I wish we could be a single sex nation. In Japan, they're just marrying their friends, by the way. But
Are they doing that in Japan?
yeah, they're just doing like friendship marriages. Sometimes they have
Interesting.
kids too, but like, yeah, it's more like a contract.
That's a cool move.
Yeah.
They have in the contract they'll like fuck once every 3 years.
Yeah,
to try to
yeah.
have a
Like
kid.
they'll like try to like pop out a kid or whatever, but like they basically live separate lives.
That's not a bad way to do it.
I think, yeah, especially for them because they're fucking.
It's just hard to make friends as an adult, you know,
join a run club.
or marry someone. Just marry a guy.
Any guy, construction guy that yells at
Built-in
you,
friend.
marry him.
He's supportive.
Hold on, what else did I? Oh, have you seen Dear Child on Netflix?
No.
I don't really recommend it. Did you watch it, Nicole? Why are you laughing? It's like Karen didn't have spots this week.
No, that's just like your number one rec. I feel like is this show.
Yeah, well, it was until the end.
It was bad.
I just like wasn't satisfied with the
Fiction
ending.
or documentary?
Fiction, German,
Interesting.
but like dubbed, so you don't have to wear your glasses.
Okay.
It
Can
started.
you switch it to subs? I kind of like subs.
You like reading?
I like feeling like I'm speaking the other language.
I get it. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I
Makes
feel
me
like,
feel smart.
I don't know. I actually don't know the answer
But
to that
what's
question.
what's the deal without?
I mean, I
Spoiler.
thought it was going to have to do with incest, and I was really bummed when it didn't.
You were promised incest, and you were let down. It's like these German freaks must be up to
I
something.
swear to God, it's like these eugenic fucking Nazis. They are
Yeah.
fucking. They want to keep it
They
Aryan
must
and
keep
blue
the
hair.
bloodline pure. I love that. That's the incest angle that you take. It's like we must preserve the master race.
No, whatever. I mean, watch it for the first 5 episodes. I was just like really let down with the finale. It was just it turned into like a run of the mill fucking
A woman
kidnapping.
escapes captivity, appearing to be a girl who went missing 13 years ago. Interesting.
It started like a lot of promise, a lot of potential, and maybe you guys will enjoy it. I'm telling you, I was in like first like 5 episodes. It was not until the end that I was like, that's it. But anyway,
certain European cultures, they make good stuff, I think, because they have less of a celebrity culture around like the movies that they make.
yeah.
Like Anatomy of a Fall, do you see that? Nobody really famous in it.
Wait,
I mean, well, she
sounds
is now.
so familiar.
She's also in Zone of Interest. She's a very good actor. She's like famous now. Sandra Hüller, if I'm saying that
Wait, I
right.
think I did watch this.
It's very good.
Okay.
And I think part of it is like they don't make movies around movie stars.
No.
It's just like this is a good story. We're gonna make this into a
Yes.
movie.
Yeah. The story, whatever, just watch it. You guys will like it.
Here it's like The Rock has to have a certain number of lines in every
Oh, I know.
movie,
Yeah.
and
Give Kevin Hart another fucking
Yeah,
script to fucking.
we've got to package these 3 people from the same agency so
Yeah.
the movie works. And
Yeah. I guess I haven't seen. I keep watching. I love documentaries.
they put ugly people in movies over in Europe, and I appreciate that.
Me too.
Put some weirdos on the screen.
Yeah. Even like the UK. I guess the UK only has ugly people. But
They've got some babes. The UK's got some babes, but they put some 5s out there.
oh, you know what show I liked? The Gentleman.
Gentlemen, I don't
Yeah.
think I saw it.
It's got Guy Ritchie.
Oh, fucking mate.
You hate him?
Evan Williams, Guy Ritchie.
Oh, yeah, I love Evan
I love that
Williams.
stuff.
His short that he made.
do. We're gonna steal the diamonds. And we're gonna do cocaine. Just-
That if you haven't seen this, Evan Williams made this short. I want to say it's called The Dinner or something. But it was in the same like little showcase that my Sam Rubinoff short film was in, and it's really fucking good.
oh, you did the Sammy Rubes.
Did it, Sam? Have you participated in
It
Rubes?
was one day before I got there. I wanted to go to the premiere and see
Yeah.
that, but no, but love Sammy Rubes.
Yeah,
I'm
it was-
available, baby.
Let him know. Let him know. July 17th.
I came up as a search result. Let it be known. You search for Evan Williams, I come up
That's
on Stavi's
awesome.
World. Look
Let's
at me.
go, JP.
My SEO is maximized, dude. I'm
Let's
all
go.
over the internet.
That's incredible. Yeah, do
Here,
butthole.
man.
See if I come up.
Just- That's a special title.
What's it called, Nicole? I don't have my glasses on.
I'm trying to find it. What are
Oh.
the other things about it?
It's like horror, short horror. It's fucking good.
He did a short film about the sober living play. It was like a rehab, and he was like making a
Evan did?
recovery. It's called The
Yeah.
Recovery Call.
Oh yeah,
I went to the premiere of that. That was very
I
good.
haven't seen that one.
It's like a monster horror,
He's fucking talented.
Yeah.
He's gonna get. He's
and he works like a motherfucker. He's just always making stuff.
always doing stuff.
Shout out to him.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll find it, Nicole. I'm an idiot.
Rex Corner. Do I have any good Rex for you?
Yeah, what do you
Do
got?
have
I
any
need
good
one.
Shit that I've watched.
Because after you leave, I'm gonna probably rewatch the Hitler series.
You go to Karen's Netflix and it's just like, for you, Hitler, the Third Reich. It's just, oh, man. The girl's got a type.
I did learn a lot. Did you watch that series?
I watched a little bit of the World War II in color thing that they put out there.
That was good, but this one that I'm talking about is just all Hitler.
The one that's like Hitler and the Nazis.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great title because it sounds like a 60s pop band. Like, our moms love a band called like Hitler and the Nazis. Oh, I used to have their 45s. Hitler and the Nazis.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was this like
She's like, did you know
general.
that there's two sides to the story?
No, but I thought it was funny that one of his like general guys that like, well, there was like two different like Nazi kind of before. There was like the police Nazis and then there was like the national Nazis.
Oh, interesting. It's like the Gestapo being the police.
Kind of, yeah, but I don't know if they called them that.
There's the SS and the SA.
Yeah.
I don't know about those boys. They
Those-
were up to no good.
They
let
were
me tell
bad.
you.
They were beating up communists left and right, you
Yeah.
guys. But one of the leaders of one of them was gay.
I think that went around, and it might be true. Is like a lot of the high-ranking members of the SS were gay.
Yeah.
They would say like they'd catch them looking at pictures of their sweethearts back
Yeah.
home when they were guys.
Well, when Hitler went to go kill him, he was in bed with his lover.
Yeah.
But Hitler didn't go to like kill him. He like brought him a gun and told him. Well, first he put him in jail or whatever, and then he brought him a gun. He was like, "Kill yourself." And the guy refused to kill himself. So eventually they killed him.
What a dramatic way. It's like they love drama. He'll do it. I'll give him the gun and he will do it. I will say, kill yourself. And he will say something like, I know when I'm not wanted or something like this. And he will shoot himself with his Ruger. He was trying to use his gayness
There's
against
just
them.
like lots of little tidbits that I was just fascinated to learn. I mean, all I knew about World War II is from my
they
date.
were dressed to the nines.
Fashionistas.
in Hugo Boss.
If I ever,
They were smoking meth. A lot of it checks out. They were into a lot of gay guy stuff.
yeah,
You know,
And
being
then-
in charge.
running shit.
Like those guys that are in your gym class,
Yeah.
like in your workout classes now, are basically descendants of the SS. It's what I'm trying to say here is that gays
they're,
are not.
They're very disciplined. They're very disciplined. They like things the way they like them.
Pride Month never ends.
The rainbow.
You should see our parades. They are very good.
Do you have any family members that fought in World War II? Like, do you remember
do.
growing up with like?
I have my grandpa who
Is he still with us?
I have no grandparents still with us.
Me neither. R.I.P.
He had a skull and crossbones tattoo on his forearm
Fuck
from
yeah.
when he like served in France. I think the way it was described to me, he like hit Normandy Beach like in the second wave, like after the initial invasion.
Okay.
So I don't know what he did. He probably killed a guy.
Nice.
I could see that happening. But yeah, and then I think my other grandpa was in the Coast Guard, which is kind of pussy shit.
That was my grandfather. That's funny.
Yeah.
My grandfather was like Coast Guard pharmacist, like stationed in Colorado.
Okay,
But
so
still
way
hated-
inland.
Well, yeah. Like
not even on the coast.
Not even close. But
Have
like,
Coast Guard in Colorado. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
but when we had Japanese exchange students, he would still fucking not let them in the house, and he would fucking hum "We Remember Pearl Harbor" under his breath.
And
He's like, "They're not coming in the house."
to them, the war never ended. They're gonna cut you in half.
But my
That's
Uncle
awesome.
Tom, my great Uncle Tom, his brother, he stormed beaches in Italy, I think, because he had pictures of him and a bunch of other soldiers after they captured some Germans pushing around a baby carriage full of German guns.
That rocks.
Yeah, he had cool pictures.
That's
and
pretty cool.
He
We were up to some wild shit in Italy at the end of the war. I
Yeah.
was reading this book about the CIA called The Devil's Chessboard, and Alan Dulles, who like founded the CIA and was like part of OSS, one of his first like big missions was rescuing a Nazi from Italy, like at the end of the war.
okay.
Like he loved Nazis to a weird degree.
Okay.
To any degree, I think is weird.
yeah.
But he like bailed one of them out of Italy.
Okay.
But being like just a badass dude with a shopping cart full of guns is pretty sick
yeah.
in Italy. I had a relative in Italy too. I think my great uncle Pierce or something. And then he came back and he like called my grandmother Mariucci. That was like the nickname he gave for her. It was like an Italian word, and then we called her Ucci
Oh, that's
for the
cute.
rest of our life. That's a little slice of life for you.
No, I love it. Whenever we did like World War II stuff, my mom would just drive me to my Uncle Tom's house and be like, he's got a bunch of shit. He'd have Purple Hearts.
That rocks.
Yeah, he had like, 2 Purple Hearts and I think like a Medal of Honor or something.
One of my Jewish friends growing up, his dad had a Nazi helmet.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
think my Uncle Tom had one too.
Yeah,
They
that's
kept all those things.
some pretty sick memorabilia.
Yeah.
And it was like this. It was a really small. It didn't even fit my head.
Yeah.
And he said because at the end of the war they were like conscripting children basically to
Oh,
find them. So
God.
that's a little dark.
That's kind of dark.
But hey,
In my head just then, I was like, yeah, their heads were smaller back then. Such a dumb woman. I should be a cheerleader. Everybody knows Germans' heads were smaller than ours during World War II.
that would be something like the cheerleader girls to say, like trying
You
to
don't
make
know they had
conversation.
smaller heads.
Because you know when they're in that awkward getting to know you phase, they're
Yeah,
just like coming
yeah.
up with any topic for conversation. Oh my god, yeah, that's
I'm like,
read
oh,
that
did you guys hear about them small-headed Nazis?
the Nazis had smaller cranium size. It was so weird. I'm trying coffee for the first time.
I do think about how people were smaller back in the day, though.
Yeah. You go to an old ballpark or something, the seats are real little.
Yeah.
They're squeezing our fat bodies in there.
Yeah.
Not in China. They've been the same size the whole time.
The whole time.
They kept it pretty
They're
consistent.
going to dominate us. I'm going to
Yeah.
Italy in September.
Hell yeah. What are you doing over there?
I'm going. I don't know. Do you know who Aaron Putnam is?
It sounds familiar.
He's like a great guy. He's like a comic. He lives in Chicago and his wife is a yoga instructor. So they're like, we're doing this yoga retreat in Italy. We're renting this
The
mansion.
motherland of yoga.
I know, right? Is Gandhi going to be there? There she is. And we're going to go and do a yoga retreat. And is that his page?
His page has more you than him on it.
It really does. Shout out to Aaron Putnam promoting
sick.
your girl. So yeah, we're flying into Rome, but then we're going to Lazio, I guess. I've never
Mhm.
been to Italy. I'm excited. Have you been?
Me neither.
No?
No, that would be cool.
I'm
Yoga on
excited.
some cliffs.
Yeah.
That sounds like an Instagram content trip
Yeah.
Doing
right?
yoga.
That fucking OnlyFans is gonna fucking
in front of beautiful
blow
scenery.
up that month.
Trying to
Hopefully.
get over there.
I just I follow too many fucking health accounts on Instagram, and everybody's always like, oh, when I go to Europe, I can eat whatever I want and I lose weight. I'm like, let me see.
It starts with like Wim Hof and knees over toes guy, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're just in the full
Yeah.
wormhole. Hey, there are worse algorithms to have.
Like I know
That's
it's
not bad.
that sometimes it's like then I stumble upon like girl who eats butter
Sure.
and nothing but
Yeah, the all linguine diet. There's somebody who has a thing like this can't work.
Do you eat meat?
I have to.
You have to.
I gotta get my calories. I'm a big boy.
You're big. Yeah, you have
You
to. It's
know?
hard. It's like filling up a whole.
I was real skinny. I was like, I got to get my nutrients one way or another.
What's your favorite food? We're wrapping this up. Do you like movies? What's your favorite food? I
I'll
bet-
go first.
Is your girlfriend vegan or anything, or is she a
No,
meat eater too?
Thank God. Yeah, we can eat the same stuff.
That's good, dude. Does she
I would.
cook?
Yeah, she cooked. She cooked
sounds
good.
like the perfect woman, dude.
She cooked good, you know.
Just making you go to CrossFit, cooking you
feeding your
steaks,
boy.
feeding the boy.
Just getting me ready for Little League practice. But it's so funny to be like, I'm just a dude in your mid 30s and like wanting to be good at sports.
Yeah.
It really hits you around this age where it's like, I gotta be good at hoops again. I gotta regain my former glory. I just have this urge to get in a batting cage. That's
Yeah.
all, me and your dad are gonna go to a batting cage together. He's gonna shag balls for me. I'm just gonna hit some BP.
Well, we had Diego Lopez on a couple weeks ago. He plays intramural hockey a couple times a week.
Yeah, he's a good hockey player.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's fighting too. He does all things that involve fighting.
Does Joel Wachowski still do his like basketball tournament?
He's big into oh, it's going to be huge this year. If you're in New York, the big Wachowski
plug. When
this September. I don't think there's a date. There might be a date, but it's usually around September 11th. So, but
he's a patriot.
Check it out. Comedians playing 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah.
Trying not to rip their ACLs in half.
You guys do it like round robin, like tournament style?
Yeah, it's a big like 32 or 64 team bracket.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think 32.
What's your best showing at one of these?
I've only made it through like the first or second round.
What do they pair you up with, like Tommy McNamara or some shit? I'm
Tommy
just kidding.
McNamara-
He looks good. He's
He's my teammate. Whenever we play
I'm
pickup
joking.
basketball, I love fucking.
I'm fucking around. Tommy looks
check
like he
out
can
Tommy.
shoot.
Tommy can shoot.
Yeah.
And we always pair up together. We're a dynamic duo whenever we play pickup ball.
Who else plays? I'm trying to think of like the.
Like from SNL, a couple guys who I think won last year were Devin Walker and Andrew Dismukes.
Okay.
They paired up and they won. They can play.
Well, I know Devin, and he's black, so
Yeah, that helps. But
just saying, they're usually pretty good.
who else that we would know? I don't know. But my point is, I'm trying to still be able to dunk when I'm 40.
Yeah,
That's
you can do
all I
it.
want to do. I can.
Just stay
I'm hanging
active.
on for now.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't hurt yourself, but
I just need to be bullied. I need to tell me where that construction worker was stationed.
so you can run by him, he
I
can
need to
yell at you.
Hey, you big goofy bitch!
Shouldn't you have a basketball under your arm all the time?
You know what? I should.
Can you just like walk into any of the courts in New York and be like, I play now?
That's male friendship.
Yeah.
That's just dudes being dudes.
Yeah. Girls, I feel like we can't do that. We
You
don't
can do it if you can play. The girls can walk onto the court and be like, "I got next."
I
got
couldn't.
next, ho.
I stink. I have no basketball skills and I'm
Mm.
5'1" 3/4.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad
Have
I
you tried
stink.
being black?
I think I could be like a little point guard if I
Let's
want.
go.
I could be like, hey guys, I'm the next Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Here to fuck shit up.
I'm here to score points and stir controversy. Let Caitlin. She just wants to play ball.
She does. I think that people are chilling out about her.
I think so.
She was getting a lot of shit for a while.
She was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Yeah.
for a little bit. Now they're letting her cook.
Yeah, and it seems like some like I don't know. Again, I'm like living in a clip world. I don't even watch full games, but I see clips of like the veteran players being nice to her and
Yeah.
like going up to her and stuff.
That's enough to have a basketball podcast. So if you just watch
Is
clips
it?
every now and then, you're good. You can start another vertical in the Karen Fian empire where you just talk hoop. You just need to make bold claims and have like a C+ level of knowledge.
I know it's gonna be shirts versus skins, RFK versus.
Check ball.
All right, you guys, don't forget to vote for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. this coming election. And don't forget to watch JP McDade's special July 17th. JP McDade in
Stavros
Brooklyn.
Halkias' YouTube channel, JP McDade in Brooklyn, July 17th. Love you guys.
Take care. Like and subscribe.
Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only feet hands. It's only feet hands.